can't be mad about the lineup, but it is frustrating when your best pitcher is on the mound, when your best pitcher shoves, and your best pitcher ultimately ends up with a no decision. I mean, Framber Valdez last night was fantastic. 6 innings, 12 strikeouts, just 3 hits allowed and 2 walks, 1 earned run that probably wasn't his fault. The Nationals swung 23 times against his curveball and whiffed 17 times. 60 strikes, 45 swings, 22 whiffs, and a 92.2 mile per hour average exit velocity. He was on one, and the Astros lost. Which is concerning because Framber's been the best pitcher for the Astros for a while now, since Hunter Brown is all of a sudden struggling. So you would think this is the game the Astros win, even if they're not able to score any runs. Instead, the Astros kept doing what they're doing. And if you want to get depressed, buckle up. Sean Mapes, can you guess how many runs the Astros have scored, including last night, since Framber Valdez's last start?
Since his last start. So that was the Diamondback series.
Correct. So we had 6 games.
Okay. Yeah, 6-man rotation. Last 6 games. God. 3. No, it's less than 3 runs per game.
Yes.
13.
11 runs. Guess how many strikeouts Framber Valdez had last night? 12! Framber had more strikeouts last night than the Astros have scored runs in their last 6 games. So with that said, Framber from time to time goes a little crazy. Last night, I don't think he went crazy enough because imagine you got a 1-run lead and then all of a sudden this crap happens.
Ground ball, pass Walker into right field. Long run for Trammell with Bell on the move. He's got a chance to score. The relay throw by Matthews will not be in time. And the game is tied at 1. Framber frustrated. He felt like he had Lowe struck out. Instead, it's a double just past Christian Walker.
I can't believe how cruel the game can be sometimes. You make a pitch, you don't get the call, and if you ever wanted to have an argument for ABS, it would be this at bat right here. Everybody playing on the line, no doubles, and they're playing well into the right center field gap with Cam Smith. But with that breaking ball being thrown, it is pulled into the corner. And Josh Bell comes all the way around from first and scores.
Yeah, the irony of playing no doubles is with your right fielder, Trammell, all the way over in right center. Is it still turned into a double, even though you're playing no doubles on the line?
A fat guy scored first to home on that because of the weird shift that the Astros had, which was finally highlighted after the complaint about the ABS. Valid complaint. The umpires were not great last night when it came to their strike zone. Mauricio Dubon got the wrong end of that a little bit later after a rally that honestly was more done in by Yainer Diaz grounding into a double play. So Framber Valdez threw his interpreter last night. This was not shown on the Astros postgame show. They cut away from this after Julia Morales had asked Framber about strikeouts number 1,000 and 1,001 on his career. This guy, Framber Valdez, called the Astros out and specifically called out Joe Espada. He was frustrated with defensive positioning. Quote, "It doesn't make sense that that was a double. It doesn't make sense that the right fielder was playing center field with a lefty that was hitting. That should have been a single. That shouldn't have been a double. And the runners should have been at third and not at home." I mean, he's pissed. More from Framber through an interpreter, not broadcast on the Astros postgame show, asked if he thought about the positioning and if he approached the coaching staff about the positioning. Quote, "I don't have to ask the coaches about that. I feel like baseball is a game of common sense. With me as a lefty pitcher, they don't hit a lot of fly balls against me." And here's the cherry on top. "When I saw it went through, I said it was going to be a hit. But then I saw the right fielder playing center field. And we have a center fielder for that. I feel like the right fielder should have been playing right field. You know what? Bravo. I love this. Now, I've seen some hot takes out there. Our guy, Brian Lima from Apollo, posted, maybe Framber's trying to get traded at the trade deadline. This is certainly a way to do it. But I feel like this is deserved pitching from Framber after the Astros scored 11 runs since Framber's last start, and Framber had 12 strikeouts. If this crap is the reason that I end up with a no decision, I would be pissed too. So he didn't blame the umps. He blamed the Astros for the positioning there. And he's right. Obviously, the Astros allowed another run a little bit later via a home run. So it would have been 1-1. And is this Astros offense scoring? Probably not. But Framber should be allowed to throw the Astros under the bus. We will give him this one-time dump on your team hall pass. I hope Joe Espada has a conversation with him. I hope that the Astros get him back to buying in and that this is not perhaps Framber trying to force his way out of town. But Framber Valdez is allowed to bull Gisele Bündchen after Super Bowl 46. For those who don't remember that moment in time where Gisele Bündchen, she's leaving the stadium and someone came up to her and asked about the Patriots losing again to the Giants. And there was a play where Tom Brady hit Wes Welker right in the numbers that I don't think about every single night, just like Asante Samuel dropping a pass. And she was asked about that moment, and here's what she said. My husband cannot catch the ball and effing throw the ball, because that's true. He can't. This is when she was a very sportive wife where they were, cool before Tom played for another 30 years and eventually things hit the fan and the jiu-jitsu instructor, all that crap. She was justified there, even if it made Wes Welker look bad and perhaps made Tom Brady look bad. And Framber Valdez last night was allowed to have his Gisele Bündchen moment. Absolutely.
I 100% agree.
Yeah. Throw him under the bus. That was ridiculous. That was Chris Broussarded. It made no sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Josh Bell is fat. He's a fat guy. And they still almost got him at home. But he really was in center field, Trailer Trammell. It was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know what the reasoning is. I tried to figure it out of just why you would be playing there. And Todd Callis called it the no doubles defense, which is not, that's something that you do, but it's shifting your right fielder towards center when you have a lefty up is just
what?
It's so galaxy brain that oh wait, maybe the most simple thing just happened, and slow fat guy from I forgot it. I don't know if Bell is their first baseman or their DH. Either way, if he's the DH, it's because he's too slow to be the first baseman anymore. He scored from first on a play that should have been a single.
Yes.
Should have been a single, runners on first and second. And I trust Framber to get out of that. Instead, you have the game. That was the game tying run, correct?
Yes.
And later King gives up a run later in the inning, or later in the 6th or 7th.
Framber shoved. You lost because of no offense, but you also lost because you shot yourself in the foot. So, look, I'm not freaking out about the loss or about the Astros' place. Guess what? Things still working out according to plan. The American League West. I mean, they just do not want this. They do not want the title. The heavy lies the crown, I guess.
Much like 2023, the Astros are giving the other two teams a chance. They're giving them a chance.
They do this so much, and here we are.
They've been doing this since they won the most recent World Series.
But let's clean things up, okay? I don't want to have to watch an Astros-A's game or an Astros-Nationals game. It is my job. I get it. I would like to simply do the show and say, yes, they won. God wills it. On to the next. I don't want to get mad about baseball things that generally are a little bit too big for my football mind to grasp.
Yeah, especially You got training camp ops. How are you supposed to keep in your brain what happened last night with the Astros and also this morning?
Right.
They have pads on.
Yeah.
Just the notes.
Look at my notes. They're so tiny.
That is tiny.
I'm the whole time. And I'm sweaty right now.
Oh, no AC, right?
No. But again, makes you stronger.